Hey everyone, my name is Chris Lambert. On this channel, we talk Kanye West, and where's the album? I know that's a question on everybody's mind, and I wish I had an answer for you. All we can do is turn to the usual suspects. You can see Casey Pluto here saying August 6th, no one knows what time. The suspense is real, but it's coming. Casey, of course, had his feature on Keep My Spirit Alive. I can't remember if he was on any other songs, but he's been waiting a long time for that feature to be heard. And the day finally came, and now he's just still waiting for the album to drop. But he's saying August 6th, no one knows what time, which feels a lot like July 23rd again, right? July 23rd, it's coming out sometime, be patient. But the same kind of thing happened with Jesus is King. Consequence was telling us, be patient, it's going to happen, and then it did. It just seems like Kanye changed his mind on July 23rd and wanted to add more. And to be fair, to Casey and to others are going to tell us it's coming out today, the album sounded so much more finished at this Atlanta listening event than it did the previous one. Like the August 5th event, the songs were built out, the verses were better, the features were stronger, there were more of everything. Like we had more Kanye verses, more songs, more features, and just the overall quality was much higher. So I think that this bodes well for the album coming out. Photos of Kanye, who is always a great source for this, as Emily tends to have more information than the rest of us, says Donda is still expected to release sometime today. Be patient, it'll clearly be worth it, which, yes. And you can see there's still like movement happening on Apple Music. People keep seeing like pre-order Donda things on Apple Music. And Photos of Kanye, even just a couple minutes ago, posted this. iTunes pre-order link for Donda is now shown on Apple Music as well. Pre-order on iTunes, but I don't have this on my phone at all. I keep checking the places that other people are seeing this, and I'm not seeing it. So it seems like it's happening with some people, but not other people. It's strange, but we are clearly past. You may remember this clock, and as people would walk by the clock, you can see that it actually goes over top of them. So that means that the text on the clock was actually added in, and it was a countdown leading to 12:30 a.m. August 6th. So a lot of people were thinking that was going to be when the album actually dropped, and clearly that's not the case, as it is 2:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So unfortunately, we didn't get the album as of right now. That countdown was not what we were looking for, but you know, The Life of Pablo ended up coming out, what was it, like 3 a.m. Central Time? And we got Ye and Kids See Ghosts both like in the morning or later in the day. Jesus is King came out at noon. So Kanye tends to drop at weird times. And I think in the wake of the listening party, we heard that most of the songs sounded pretty finished, but there were still a couple that you're like, oh, maybe like that needed a little more mixing, a little more engineering. Some of the audio stuff was just, I think, issues with the live stream audio in general, and not issues with this song still needs mixed, mastered, engineered, anything like that. And it felt like all the verses were there except for maybe one song. So I don't know how much work Kanye still needs to do, how much more work he wants to do. It seems like the album was in that state, especially when you compare it to July 22nd's listening event, right? Like the August 5th album is a entirely different beast than what we heard on July 22nd. It's fuller, it's more elaborate, it sounds ready to be released in a way the other one didn't. And to people that are still nervous about some of the production aspects, I can tell you from experience being at the Atlanta show, the bass was incredible on so many of those songs, but missing from the live stream. Like we went right from the stadium listening to the album to the like going back to our hotel and listening to a live stream of what we had just saw on July 22nd. Completely different in terms of like hearing bass and not having bass. So the live stream didn't really have that effect, and I think it was the same thing this time around. So I think what you're actually going to hear on the album itself is going to sound a lot better and a lot more finished, because you're going to get the bass that the stadium was getting, but that the live stream itself was not. So that's currently where we are. I went to Justin LeBoy's profile because he has been so ahead of the curve in terms of announcements. He was the one that announced Jay-Z was on a song. He was the one that announced Weeknd was on a song. He was also the one that first told us August 6th, and he hasn't said anything yet. The only thing that Justin has been wrong about regarding Kanye's release was he was one of the ones saying on July 23rd, it's going to come out today. Don't worry, it's going to come out today. But I think that was mostly driven by Kanye being the one saying it's going to come out today and then changing his mind, which I don't think you can really blame people who are in the room hearing Kanye say, we're going to release this today, and watching the work be done and seeing how close the project probably was to release before Kanye changes his mind. But I don't think Kanye is as likely to change his mind this time as the previous. Because coming out of the previous listening experience, I was impressed by a lot of what I heard, but just like, I don't know about this. I'm uncertain about the overall quality and direction of this album. And coming off of this listening experience that we just got, I'm head over heels. Like already thinking, is this my new favorite Kanye album? Like, so we're in that state of love already. What a difference 2 weeks and constant work on an album makes. But we'll see. We'll continue to update you as we get information, and hopefully we'll have this album out by the time a lot of you are waking up, and this video will already be redundant. Otherwise, as the day drags on, we will all be commiserating together. So that's it for this video. If you're enjoying the channel and you want to support us, the easiest way is to like, subscribe, or comment, as those things tell YouTube this is a channel people enjoy, and then they show it to others, which goes a long way in helping us. We also have our podcast, Watching the Throne, a lyrical analysis of Kanye West, which always washes me out. This is the thing we're most well known for. It is a deep dive into the thematics, concepts, narrative, motifs of each Kanye song and album. It's not for everyone if you're not into that kind of stuff, but if you're interested in lyrical analysis, you like the Dissect podcast, you like, what is it there, like a pop version of this. I'm blanking on the podcast. It has pop in the name. Oh well. But if you're into analysis, right? If you're into learning more about the music that you love, our podcast is for you. It will forever change how you listen to Kanye's music. You're going to come away from each song saying, I never knew that. That's amazing. That makes this song so much better to me, or I never saw that connection. This makes the album so much better to me. You might not agree with everything we say, but there's going to be at least one thing that blows your mind in each episode. So we just finished 808s and Heartbreak, and we're going to be starting on Donda on Monday, if the album's out, hopefully. If Donda's not out, we're going to be going into My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but we have seasons on College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, 808s, Yay, Kids See Ghost, and Jesus is King. So there's a lot of content there. That's it. Until next time, please, 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 I beg of you, keep it wavy, and always stay loopy. No, I messed that up. It's stay wavy and keep it loopy. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Good night.